Hello, my name is Tom Edwards, and this is where I work, Detroit, the 7th largest TV market in the United States. What do? Watch.
Cut. Announce. Zoom.
Live from Metro Detroit and the Eyewitness News Center.
Advance.
Joe Glover.
Advance.
Robbie Timmons.
Advance.
Otis Buchanan.
Advance.
Sonny Elliott Weather.
Advance.
Ray Lane and Charlie
Advance.
Neal
Lose.
Sports. And your
Advance.
award-winning
Ready one, ready talk.
News team.
TikTok my cue. Camera 3 go. Give me a
Board of
remote on the
Trustees meeting has
RP. Loose
just
talk. Ready
ended
3.
at Wayne County Community College, and there has been a firing.
Take 3.
Our Otis Buchanan
Ready
is there
remote.
right now with
Ready
one
to
of
talk.
the roving live TV2 Eyewitness News minicams. Notice they went right to the top tonight.
TikTok.
Joe, there were standing ovations, plaudits, and testimonies on behalf of Wayne County Community
Ready 11
College
sound. Ready to
President
lose and
Dr.
talk.
Reginald Wilson this evening for bringing this institution from a one-building facility in debt to a massive multi-million-dollar operation with this new downtown campus. But there was also a vote.
Won't take loose sound.
That vote
Advance
was
4-3
in favor of dumping the president on behalf of trustees Murray, McCartney, Bell, and
Lose it.
Grills. That
Advance
brought
5.
shouts and threats of racism, reconstruction, character assassination, and collaboration. But the overriding issue of alleged bad
Joe will ask
bookkeeping
a
was
question,
never
I
addressed,
understand.
and the president stands by his record.
Let me make it clear. My position is that I serve at the pleasure of the board when a majority of that board,
Lose it.
in whatever
Advance 5.
its wisdom, chooses that they desire another president. I think that they have the right to take that action.
30
Whether that
seconds there,
action
Mr.
is
B.
right
Stand by.
is a question for the community to
Ready
decide.
16, ready to talk. Ready remote
The Board
sound.
of Trustees
Our
has
cue
to
is I will
live
sleep
with
well
the
tonight,
action
and then a little
that it
applause.
is taken tonight.
15
I have
now.
to
Here we
live
come.
with the record that I have compiled at Wayne Community College. I just share with you that I will sleep well tonight on my record.
Fade it out. Take talk. Go.
There was also a charge by one
Ready
trustee
3 and
member
ready to
that two
lose.
others
Ready
that
mics in the
voted
studio.
the
Joe will ask a
president
question,
out
then we'll go
had
back. Pen left a
falsified
little bit.
their
3 or zoom out a
records
little.
for college
Pen
here
left.
at Wayne County Community College. Those
Okay,
charges
good.
went back and forth across the table. As far as the discussion dealing with the overriding issue of
Is it?
finances here at the school, those finances
Yeah,
are
looks like it,
alleged
I
to be
guess.
coming into order. Now, students, for tomorrow, they say
guess
they're
you were all
planning
right, 3.
strikes,
It's
they're
my
planning
monitor
to
here
picket,
that's the problem.
and they're also planning trustee recalls for those trustees that recalled their president this evening. And one trustee and several other people in the audience pointed out that vendettas will be held as a result of action taken here this evening. Joe, Robert.
Take loose mics.
Otis, did
Ready,
the
16,
members
ready
of the
to
Board of
talk.
Trustees give a specific reason why they fired Dr. Wilson?
Take.
No, they didn't, and that's what puzzles the main
Ready, 3
man
and
of the
ready to
hour,
lose, then
Dr.
we'll go to
Wilson,
effects
this
2 on
evening. He
camera
doesn't
2
know
and
why
Robbie's
they
mic
fired
after
him.
that.
He pointed out earlier that the record of the
Stand by for a
institution has
thought
been
advance.
climbing for the past 10 years, and he added he has no idea why they fired him. It must be some overriding reason that he didn't really want to discuss here this evening, so we'll just have to wait and find out why they took the action they did this evening.
Take loose.
Thank you, Otis.
Ready
That's a
effects,
live
ready talk.
TV2
Advance
Eyewitness
5. Ready
News
Robbie's
minicam
mic.
report from our Otis Buchanan, our night beat reporter at Wayne County Community College, where Dr.
All 2.
Reginald Wilson has just been fired.
Take talk. Rob's mic. Ready 11.
The way has
Voice
been
over.
cleared for another massive cut
7
to the
on the
state's
RP when you get a
budget.
chance. Loose
House and
talk.
Senate Appropriations Committee approved Governor Milliken's
Ready,
order
11.
to cut $97.5
Roll.
million.
Take.
The most drastic cuts will be felt
313.
in education,
Talk. Camera
where
1 on
$35
effects
million
2.
will be cut from aid to
Loose
local
talk.
schools,
Advance
nearly
5.
$7 million
Tighter 2.
from
Ready
colleges
2.
and universities, and $2 million from community colleges. Other cuts are being made in state departments, building projects, welfare programs, and payment to local governmental units.
Take 2.
Because of the
I need
recession,
a
the
wipe
state is
from 11 to
facing
12 on E1 when
declining
you get a
revenues
chance.
and
Ready, effects
increased
2. Ready,
welfare
talk. Ready,
rolls,
Joe's mic
which
on
Milliken
camera
gave
1.
as reasons for the drastic cuts.
Take talk. Joe's mic.
Pete Waldmeyer of the Detroit News has stirred up a proverbial
Loose
hornet's
talk.
nest.
Advance 5.
Waldmeyer
Ready,
reporting
11.
that
Sound
Mayor
fall.
Young is about to fire Police Chief William Hart and Deputy Chief James Bannon. Woody Willis reporting tonight that the alleged planned firings are the result of several recent
Roll.
incidents.
Take sound.
Pete Wallmeyer sources
Rate
say
13.
Chief Hart's head is on the block for
Talk
funding
again.
things in general of late and his handling of the
Camera
incident
2 on
surrounding the
effects
strip
2.
search of
Loose
the mayor's
talk.
niece and 2
Advance
sisters in
5.
particular. Deputy Chief Bannon, Wallmeyer went on, was too close to Hart to survive the cut. The team, as
Talk.
pictured on the 3rd floor of police headquarters. Hart couldn't
Lose
talk
it.
because he was
Advance
chairing a
5.
meeting, and Bannon was not in today. Mayor Young
Talk.
was late for a plane to Houston, but he was almost eager to
Lose it.
respond.
Advance
Apparently
5.
someone seems to think that to satisfy you or to give you some options between now and, say, after the Republican convention, that Bannon and or Chief Hart submitted resignations to you.
Let me tell you this.
Talk.
I believe that someone in that police department is using the
Lose
members
it.
of the media
Advance 5.
as flax, as fall guys. You know, every wild rumor comes
Should
out,
be a Woody Willis
and you
after
guys
this.
run with it.
Woody Willis, Eyewitness News, before the Robbie
If
Timmons.
I get ready to do anything about any point to your mind, you'll hear it first from me, not in some latrine at 1300 Beauville.
Mayor Coleman Young will be happy to know there are no new rumors in the graffiti in the men's room on the main floor of police headquarters. But there is a question. Is someone at the Noah score or a vested
Coming out on
interest trying to
FX2
keep
on
the
camera
pot
2 with
boiling
the talking
against
Robbie's
Coleman
mic
Young?
in 15 seconds. Out
Many
Q
of
is
us can
Detroit.
remember the feud between former Police
After
Chief
that, we'll
Philip
be going to
Tannion
FX1.
and Deputy Chief Frank Blount that became so
10
acrimonious
seconds.
that both of them became expendable. But the mayor says any similarity between
5,
officers
ready
now
effects,
running
here we
the
go.
department is purely coincidental. Woody Willis, TV2 Eyewitness News, Detroit.
TikTok Rob's mic, ready to
There
roll
will not be
11,
a strike by
ready FX1.
35,000
Loose
construction
talk.
workers in Monroe, Wayne, Oakland,
Roll.
and Macomb counties.
Take.
A new 2-year contract
313.
agreement was reached late this
Talk.
afternoon.
Camera 1 on
Construction
E2.
workers will be getting a
Loose
wage
talk.
increase amounting
Advance
to about
fund. Ready to roll 12,
10.5%
ready to
the
wipe
first
to
year,
it.
10% the second. That amounts to $200 million in increased wages
Roll 12.
over the next 2
Wipe.
years. And election results are being tabulated
And
in the
talk.
powerful Teamsters Local 299. Union members are voting for 7 officers,
Lose
including
it.
president and
Advance
vice
fund.
president.
Ready to.
The election is a result of a court order. It's to replace the election in 1977 when Robert Lenz was elected president.
She's
The
dogging.
77 election was challenged by Teamsters union dissidents who claimed there were violations of the federal
Ready
labor
to.
law. Today's voting is being supervised by U.S. Labor Department observers, and results of the
effects on
election
camera
may
1,
be
ready
known
talk, ready
tomorrow.
Joe's mic.
Some health
Advance
officials
fund.
tonight are
Zoom it out.
telling
Ready to roll
Americans
11,
they
ready
don't
11
have to
on the
change
talk.
their diets.
We'll have that story, and some college students may have come up with a big gas-saving breakthrough. The story is when we continue with what's
Roll.
happening right now.
Take talk. Zoom it in. Fade the audio and roll your brake.
An important part of our newscast is live ENG. We do a lot, and we usually do it well. Here are some examples.
Live from Metro Detroit and Tokyo, Japan.
Talk.
Eyewitness News with Joe Glover,
Advance.
Robbie Timmons,
Advance.
Otis Buchanan,
Advance.
Barry Zavan the Weatherman,
Advance.
Ray Lane, and
Advance.
Charlie Neal
Closed
Sports.
is all 3.
And your
Advance,
award-winning
ready 1.
TV2 Eyewitness News team.
Take talk, my cue, music out. Next
Good
to
evening. A
Cass,
blistering
Loose talk.
attack on the
Cass
president
E1,
for
ready
allegedly
to.
hiding
Ready to roll
behind
Cass,
the
but
hostage
don't take it
situation.
yet.
A state money-saving move that could mean danger for all of us. And a world leader nears death.
Roll Cass, ready
Those stories
to.
are coming up shortly on our 11 o'clock report of TV2 Eyewitness
Take
News.
2.
But first, a story that is
1 out,
developing
ready,
right
1.
now, almost on the other side of the world from Detroit, but a story that is of monumental importance to us here in the Detroit area. United Auto Workers President Doug Fraser is in Tokyo. Our
Take
labor
1.
editor Joe Weaver is
Ready,
right here in the
3.
news center with us.
Ready
And
to
Joe,
solve
you've got
remote
a
on
live satellite
1.
hookup to Mr. Fraser in Tokyo.
We sure
Take
do.
3.
Mr. Fraser has been in
Resolve remote on
Tokyo
E1.
since
You are
Sunday,
on the air.
visiting with officials
Tokyo.
of Toyota, Nissan, Honda, and Mitsubishi, the
Start your
automakers
push
in
in if
Japan,
you'd like.
the foreign minister, and the prime minister. Doug, you're over there, obviously, because there are
Ready, remote and ready to
220,000
talk.
auto workers laid off in this country, and Japanese automakers accounted for 20% of the auto market in this country last year and 29% last month. What response have you had from the people that you've talked to so far this
Take and
week?
talk.
Well, I think one of understanding of the
Love
problem
it.
we
God,
have
I
in the
love
United
it.
States.
Advance, roll, sound, announce.
Live from the Eyewitness News Center, Joe
Talk.
Glover,
Advance.
Robbie Timmons,
Advance.
with Otis Buchanan,
Advance.
Barry Zavan the Weatherman,
Advance.
Charlie Neal
Lose
Sports,
wipe.
and the
Zoom.
award-winning
Advance
TV2
fund. Ready,
Eyewitness
1.
News team.
Take 1, talk, Joe's line cue.
Good evening. The people who compiled the
Music
figures at
out.
AAA have
Let's
some
talk.
numbers to
Advance
shock
fund.
you
Next to
tonight.
Cass.
Although
Ready to
gas
roll
prices
Cass.
have gone up
Ready,
in
Cass,
Michigan
on
for
the
the
talk.
past 13
Roll
weeks, it
Cass.
seems we should be getting a break. Prices are up again.
talk.
Regular gasoline
Ready
in
to
the
advance
Detroit
the
area
fund.
now selling for an average of 87.5 cents a gallon, up more than 2 cents from last week.
Advance.
Unleaded up to an average of 92.4 cents. That's up almost a penny.
Advance.
And diesel fuel
31 and
increasing
ready to
almost
lose.
another full cent, up to 80.6
Advance.
cents a gallon. The only encouraging word from the Michigan Auto Club tonight is that more gasoline stations will be staying open this
Ready,
weekend
one.
than last weekend.
loose.
Some independent truckers in
Cass.
Michigan are
Show
saying they have
9A,
had
ready
enough
to
of
roll
rising
9A,
fuel
ready 9A,
costs and
voice over.
over-regulation. They say there will be a convoy of trucks, as many as 400 of them, rolling into Lansing next week to convince lawmakers that something has to be done. One of the problems some of those truckers are already facing is the rationing of diesel fuel. The Detroiter truck stop in Woodhaven is one of the largest truck service centers in this area. Drivers pulling into the Detroiter are now finding that they are limited to a purchase of 50 gallons. And as if things weren't bad enough already, investigators from the U.S. Energy Department in Detroit tonight are saying they have found 45 cases of price gouging by gasoline dealers in southern Michigan. 12 service station owners are being fined from $25 to $250. 10 of those stations are in the Detroit area.
And state lawmakers will be looking at
Loose
energy
talk. Ready,
conservation
cast,
measures.
voiceover,
One of them
advance
that
five.
came out of the House Consumers Committee today would affect swimming pool
cast,
owners. To
take.
save energy, it's recommended that
Talk.
gas and electric heaters be banned in swimming pools
Advance five.
installed
Ready,
after
two.
January 1st, 1980. Pool owners would be encouraged to transfer to
two.
solar
Take
heat.
two.
Another bill in Lansing that passed the
Next,
Senate
cast.
and is
Ready to
now in the
advance
House
to five.
outlaws the use of telephones to deliver a recorded message. Now, this bill came about after State Senator John Kelly of Detroit answered his telephone about 3 in the morning and discovered the caller was actually a recorded message promoting a bar featuring bottomless male dancers. He says recorded messages are an invasion of privacy.
Advance, ready to roll
Governor
cast,
Milliken
ready,
signed a
cast,
bill into law
voiceover.
today that gives federal judges authority to perform marriages. The judges will now have the same power as clergy, mayors, city clerks, and
Roll
local
cast,
judges.
take.
And you remember the
Advance
junk
five,
food in
ready,
school
three.
controversy that's been going on?
Talk.
Well, today the State Board of Education came out
Loose
against
talk.
legislation
Give me
that
nine
would
on E1,
prohibit the
ready,
sale of
three.
junk food in school.
Take 3.
Now, board
Ready,
members
one,
said
ready,
that they
Joe's
are
mic, ready
not
to
voting
cue,
in
Joe.
favor of junk food, but think that local school districts should make those decisions and not the state.
Take 1 mic
More
cue, ready to
complaints
roll
tonight
cast,
from the people who
ready,
live around
two.
Hines
Roll
Park.
cast,
Members of the
take
Public
E2.
Safety and Judiciary
Talk.
Committee of the Wayne County Board of Commissioners listening to reports of
Loose
unruly
talk.
youngsters
Advance
along the
five, ready to
17 and a
roll
half
cast, two,
miles
ready
of
to
Edward
wipe to
Hines
it.
Parkway. Tonight's meeting in Northville Township Hall. It follows a meeting held last night in Dearborn Heights. Committee members will now report back to the full
Roll
Wayne
cast,
County
two.
Commission.
Wipe.
There are 3 suspects tonight in
Talk.
last Friday night's defacing of the Adat Shalom Synagogue on
Loose
Middleburg and
talk.
Farmington
Advance
Hills.
five,
An
preset
anonymous
two,
phone
ready to
call
roll nine,
leading
ready,
police to
camera
the
two.
2 16-year-olds and a 19-year-old. The 3 also accused of defacing property at Farmington
nine.
Hills High School.
Take 2.
28-year-old Ronald
Next
Wagner
cast,
sentenced
two.
today to 37
Wipe
to
from cast
60
one to
years
cast
in
two on
prison.
E2.
Wagner, known as the North
three,
Side
ready, Robbie's
Rapist,
mic,
pleading
ready to
guilty
cue
to
Robbie.
4 counts of armed robbery. Police say he committed more than 100 crimes in a year's time, including 16 rapes.
Take 3 mic cue,
The
ready to roll
Democratic
cast
National
1, ready
Convention
effects
Site
2.
Selection Committee is in Philadelphia tonight, and I would guess they're a very tired
Roll cast.
18-member group.
Take E2.
Well, in Detroit,
Talk.
we
Ready
took
to
them
roll cast
everywhere.
one, ready to
Here you
wipe.
see them in
Lose the
Greenfield
talk.
Village. We
Advance
kept them
five.
on a whirlwind, enthusiastically showing them what we have to offer their 1980 convention.
cast two, wipe.
Before leaving Detroit late this afternoon, the
cast
Site
one,
Selection Committee
talk.
lunched at the Hyatt
Ready to roll
Regency
cast
in
one,
Dearborn,
ready, cast
and
one,
a final
sound full,
presentation
lose
was
talk.
made. Our Woody
Advance
Willis was
five.
there too and asked some of the committee members what they now think of
Roll
Detroit.
cast 1, take it sound.
Everything that's happened
Talk.
here has been so
Give
good
7 a change, give me 7
and so
on effects 1, lose
enthusiastic
talk.
that
Advance
you
5.
couldn't get anything but A triple plus.
This city
Talk.
has it together. Politically,
Less than 10,
industrially,
lose talk, ready 3 and Robbie's mic, out
spiritually,
cue, it's
every
wonderful,
way.
advance 5.
you just feel it
Ready
in the
3,
air. It's wonderful.
take 3 cue.
Along with all the facilities
Ready,
and
camera
entertainment
two, ready to
Detroit is
talk,
offering,
ready to
there's
Joe's
also an
mic.
attractive
E2
$3
set to
million
data bank.
financial
Excellent,
package.
thank you.
We will know June 28th how the final votes will be cast.
Take talk, card cue.
The Tin Man is dead tonight.
And all DC-10s in the U.S.
Loose
are
talk.
officially
Advance 5,
grounded.
ready to
There
roll
still
cast,
is
ready
more.
effects
Still ahead
2,
on
roll
tonight's
cast.
Eyewitness News.
E2, wipe. Fade the audio, okay, and roll your brake. Cast 2 is in test, they're going to roll a film. Camera 3, can you truck around to the right and give me back into that hole and give me a 2 shot of Joe and Robbie, please? This is just for Dave Sanford. Give me cast on effects 1. Camera 3, yeah, go all the way around to the right if you can, back in that hole next to the sports bed. Whoops, 15, we're coming back, forget it.
When you want to
Camera 2,
taste
give me
of
the
a
RP
truly
shot.
great American beer,
Give me cast on E1.
tonight, let it be low and bright.
Ready to roll cast, ready Joe's mic. Give me a Joe Glover right, please, lose the talk.
Good friend.
Roll cast, Joe's mic cue.
All DC-10s in the United States are on the ground tonight. Hairline cracks about
Loose
2 inches
talk.
long found in
Advance
engine
5, 3, give
pylon
me a
mounts
tight
on
Robbie.
2 DC-10s in San Francisco.
ready
It
to
is
talk, ready
possible those
Robbie's
cracks
mic.
were not there when
We're gonna be on
inspections of the
3.
DC-10s were made last week.
Take 3 talk.